Um, so as you may or may not know, I got laid off from my job on Friday. It absolutely sucks. And it sucks even more because there's a lot of people getting laid off, and I am literally having to compete with people from like tech companies and all this other stuff for jobs, and it's just freaking terrible. I've probably sent out like 200 something resumes in a week, maybe more. Um, a lot of rejections. It pisses me off when I send out stuff that when you send out stuff and you're qualified for the damn job and they still reject you. Like, okay, then what was the problem? I think companies should be required to tell you why they're rejecting you, because most of the time it's some bullshit reason that doesn't even make sense. Like, you're not a diversity hire, or they don't like that you're a female or a male. It's just petty shit that they reject you for. It's not even anything to do with your experience. But I'm struggling because after a couple days after I got laid off, I got a call from my doctor, and she told me that my test results were abnormal. So I had to come in for another biopsy. And if you guys have been sticking around my channel long enough, you know that last year I had to get a biopsy. Same thing. It's the same damn thing, and it sucks. And I can't believe I had to do this every year. I'm only 34. I'm not even that old. I'm going to be 35 in December. So like 5 more months. Hi, DeMarco. Oh, you're awesome. DeMarco, thank you for being with my channel for so long. I appreciate you. But yeah, it blows. It's like, okay, so I get laid off and I have to get a biopsy, and I'm also losing my health insurance at the end of the month. And I'm just kind of, it's wild how things can go from like totally good to complete shit in like T minus 24 hours. I mean, it's wild. Life is bullshit sometimes, and it sucks. But I'm currently back staying with my family for the time being because I'm supposed to be going to Mexico the end of July, and it all depends on these test results. If I didn't have to deal with that, I would still be going. Like, I would be booking another Airbnb, everything. But because of the fact that I had to get a biopsy again, I have to wait to see what happens. And if anything, I have to get it taken care of before the end of the month, before my health insurance lapses. And I was looking, and I'm like, and you know how when you leave jobs, they send you these Cobra, health insurance shit. And I'm looking at it, and it's like $680 a month. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Health insurance in this country is such a scam, dude. Health insurance in America is corrupt. It's a scam, and it's disgusting. Like, I'm probably going to try to apply for Medicaid since I have $0 in income right now. It just blows, dude. It blows. And the thing about it is I couldn't do anything about it. This layoff, it had nothing to do with my performance. I couldn't control it, and there was nothing I could do to fix it. So it's just wild. And I read an article today, and I called it, and I knew this was going to happen, that said the big tech companies like Google and everything like that, they're laying their workers off, and they are hiring cheap foreign labor. I said, fuck you, dude, because like, fuck them. They have so much money. They can afford to pay people, but they don't want to. That's the problem. They don't want to. They're greedy. They're greedy as shit. And they will literally fire you if you're making 6 figures and hire someone from freaking like, wherever, the Middle East, like wherever, and pay them pennies to do the work you were doing. But it's probably like on a much lesser scale because they probably are not as good as you were. And I feel bad for those tech employees because it's like a slap in the face. It's like, we laid you off. We're still going to hire for these positions, but we're going to pay these people much less. And we're going to buy back stock, billions of stock, mind you, at that. That is such a freaking slap in the face. It's disgusting. And by the way, this is my like second cup of coffee today because I just can't handle life right now. I don't know if anyone watching has been in a position where they've had to deal with so much stuff at once. And it's kind of like you're having an out-of-body experience. It's like I spent the first few days just like wandering around, not knowing what to do. I was applying for jobs like already. Like I immediately started applying for jobs because like I'm not a person who can sit by and just not do anything. But at the same time, I was disassociating. That's a good word for it. I still kind of am a little bit. I disassociated from literal reality in life for a while. I was just like going around, floating around, like whatever, like what's going on? You know what I mean? Like if you've ever had that happen to you before, you get it. But I don't know. It's very weird. I've never been laid off before in my life, and I'm almost 35. But I'm lucky because I have a support group of like a bunch of friends and family who, you know, are helping me, or they're, you know, saying, if there's anything we can do, let me know. You know, you always have contacts who will try to help you. But I mean, what really comes out of that most of the time? Like 90% of the time, you know, they can only control what they can control too. Like if they try to help you get a job, they can't force the recruiter to hire you. You know what I mean? So, but it just blows my mind how I can apply for a job with the exact same job title that I had, like the exact same title, responsibilities, everything. And I will get a rejection. I'm like, what is wrong with you? It has to be something like internal hiring or something, like I said earlier, like something really petty that doesn't have to do with any of your experience. But it's been really tough, dude. It's been hard. So I went and got the biopsy the other day. So now I'm waiting for the results from that. And I am just like, I don't really know how to process everything because nothing on this scale. And I guess I've been fortunate in life and really lucky because nothing on this scale has ever happened to me before, all at the same time. Like when it rains, it freaking pours. Literally, that is so true. When it rains, it pours. You gotta freaking like be prepared for some shit to go down because it always all happens at once. It's not cool, but that's how it is. So it's one of those things where I don't know if anyone in the chat or the comments has ever experienced this kind of thing where everything's just falling down around you and you're just standing there like, you know, looking at it and just, you don't know what to do. I've literally been also, you know, there's a lot of freelance sites out there. There's a lot of people on social media, like these influencers who are like, oh, you can make this much money, like selling on Etsy or freelancing, whatever. I'm here to tell you that, no, you can't. You cannot. Those people are grifters. All they want is clicks and attention. It takes a long time. I've been freelancing for a long time and it's still tough. I work for a lot of content sites, but recently I've started applying to a lot more. And recently I've noticed that because all these stupid influencers are telling everyone, especially people without the proper experience, to go with these freelancing websites, blah, blah, blah. A lot of those websites aren't even hiring new freelancers now because it's so saturated. And it pisses me off because I am the one with over a decade of experience with this stuff. And these freaking stupid people are looking on social media and saying, oh, I can do that with no experience whatsoever. And they're taking up space and real estate on these freelance sites for other people who need it and who are actually professionals. So that is aggravating. But there's a lot of sites out there, though. So it just takes work and effort. But yeah, I don't know, you guys. You're going to the gym on Monday? Hell yeah, dude. The gym is a great way to blow off steam, and it helps with your mental health a lot too. And that's another point I wanted to bring up. This is not good for my mental health. As you guys know, I have anxiety, and I have all this other, anxiety, and I don't have depression, thank God. Because right now, if I did, I'd really be in a bad, sorry situation. But I have anxiety, and this is not good for that. It's really been tough. It's just I can't even explain it, knowing that you lost your job, knowing that you're going to lose your health insurance. In the meantime, you had to get a biopsy for possible cancer. And it's just so fucked up, dude. It's fucked up. So I've literally thought about panhandling, like, on the side of the road. I've thought about going to Panhandle, and I look homeless. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I look homeless right now. Um, but I don't know, like, it would make me feel bad for, like, actual people who are homeless and really struggling, but I mean, if, if worse comes to worse, I mean, last resort, people will do anything. I'll do anything. I don't care. Okay. Sorry, guys. I was outside. My computer literally overheated, so I'm inside now. I can't have anything. I can't have anything. I don't understand why. I don't understand why this stuff is happening. Anyway, if you watched part 1 of this, you understand what the situation is and what's happening. I am not okay. Like, I am not okay up here. Any little thing that happens, like, I will freaking snap because I'm at the end of my rope. TLDR summary, got laid off Friday. 2 days later, I got a call from my doctor saying I need to come in for a biopsy because something looked weird. And now I'm just sitting here 200 something or plus applications later, just sitting here wondering what to do with my next move. Because if I can't get something, if I keep getting rejections for jobs that I'm literally qualified and overqualified for, and I keep getting rejections from these people, I'm just going to leave the country and live in a hut somewhere. That's it. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with losing my health insurance at the end of the month when a health issue is persistently present. And I've kind of went through the stages of grief already. I've literally, I went through shock. I went through anger. I haven't gone through denial yet because I know it happened and I'm not going to live in denial. I mean, obviously it happened and it sucks. But literally right now, I just feel like I'm dead inside. So even more than I was before. I was already dead inside before. Okay. Hi. This is my he makes an appearance every now and then. Java. Oh, but yeah, sorry about this video thing is spaced out in 2 parts because I was outside, my laptop was in the sun, which was stupid. This is a new Mac, by the way. I had to buy it because I have to return my old one because it was my job's computer. And that wasn't fun. That kind of sucked because I had to spend money on this, but they were having it on sale. $200 off for a MacBook Air. Yes, I'll take it because the PCs and stuff, I am not a PC person. I don't like PCs at all. I need more coffee. So depending on what happens with these test results, I still want to go to Mexico. I still have my Airbnb. It's already paid for. I still have my flight there. It's already paid for. So it really, really depends on the test. And I am scared every year I have to go get this done. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks. It sucks because it's just like, why is this happening to me? I live healthy, you know what I mean? And it just goes to show it doesn't matter what you do. Anything can happen. Anything can happen to you. So live your life. Stop worrying about a job. Stop worrying about petty crap. Live your life, dude, because you never know what's going to happen to you. You never know. You never know. And it's just messed up that everything right now is happening all at the same time. That's the messed up part about it. If it happened 6 months to a year apart, I can handle it. I can deal. But it's happening back to back to back, and I can't deal. And then something else happened yesterday where I was applying for, I was going to log into my freelance account, right? Because I freelance on the side and now I really need it to make money. And I was logging in and my account's blocked. And I call them and I'm like, why the heck is my account blocked with you guys? Granted, I tried to sign in when I was in Costa Rica, and if you want to travel and work freelance, it depends on the company, but you need to tell them your travel plans, kind of like banks used to do, and say, hey, I'm going to be out of the country, so I'm going to be logging in from here. If you don't have a VPN, if you have a VPN, you're good. But I didn't. And they thought someone was trying to hack into my account, so they blocked it. So now I can't get in. And now I have to wait for them to re-verify me. And I'm like, man, I could have been working on that site this week making extra money. But because of this BS with the security thing, I have made $0 because I can't get in. And it's one thing after the other, you guys. It's one thing after the other, and I'm tired of it. Literally in the car yesterday, I was driving to go to Best Buy to see what happened with my new computer, because I had got this computer and less than 8 hours later, I got a black screen and a spinning wheel of death. And I'm like, you've got to be freaking kidding me. This is the last straw. So I get in my car and I'm like screaming on the way there. And I'm just like, why is this happening to me? This isn't fair, blah, blah, blah. But I try to put it into perspective. Like I really do, because it could be worse. It could be better, but it could be worse. And I got there and the guy, all he did was like, fiddle with a couple buttons and stuff, and he fixed it. And I'm like, why would this happen? I just want to make sure it wasn't like an internal hardware situation. And he was like, well, sometimes it happens to Macs. I'm like, are you serious? Because the reason I don't get PCs is because they mess up and they're janky. And anyway, but yeah, and now with the no income thing, I have to figure out how to budget. It's so wild to be thrown back into a situation that you were in, like in college, in high school, and you couldn't afford anything and you had to budget super tight and you couldn't buy what you wanted to buy. And I'm like, man, I'm back there now. Like I'm freaking back there now after over a decade of like being in the professional space and getting a salary and being good. I am back to where I was in college, and it sucks. It's like you never think you're going to be back here. And then, last resort, again, like I'm really, really trying not to, but like super last resort, I'm going to have to take like a shit job at, a grocery store or something. You know what I mean? It's so messed up to know that when you're a professional who's worked your way up over the years, and then just to be knocked back down. It's like that game, and I can't remember the name. Well, you climb up the ladder and then like someone hits you and then you just fall all the way back to the floor. Like your ass is on the floor. Okay. It's not like 2-3 rungs down. It is on the floor after all the time it took to get up to the top of the ladder. So it is just really like, it's really demeaning feeling too. It's just, I don't know, but I'm wondering if anyone who's watching this or who's going to watch this has been in this situation. If you have any recommendations, because I've literally exhausted all of mine. I've been through my personal network. I've applied to jobs like 200 or more on LinkedIn. I've gone to freelance websites. I have to wait up to a week to hear back from them anyway, which is stupid. So it's really crazy. It's like I'm trying every single thing. I'm trying everything and nothing is catching on right now. Granted, it's only been a week so far, but I've done a lot and I haven't made any progress. I'm getting a lot of rejections. I'm getting a lot of that. I'm getting a lot of, we viewed your resume, but then they ghost and they don't say anything. I don't know, but the article I read today just really like got me. It made me so mad and I am fuming. I posted it on LinkedIn, the professional, networking site. It's been around forever and a day. I posted the article on there and I was like, I wrote a caption and it was semi-professional, but I don't care at this point. Like these people need to be called out. If you lay off your workforce who you can afford to pay, and then you turn around and go behind their back and hire cheap ass labor from freaking Pakistan or wherever, then fuck you. I hope your business folds. Fuck you, because that's bullshit. And then they want to go and buy back billions of dollars in stock, when they just laid off people because, for financial reasons. Like, shut the fuck up. No, it's not. It's because greed. It's because corporate greed. Greed is a disease. It's disgusting. And I hope that the people who do this get their ass handed to them in the end. Maybe not now, but they will. But anyway, enough of that rant. Enough of that rant. But it's just crazy. And then I've had these random like crying episodes. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's, again, all happening at once. My health insurance is going to be gone. I have a recurring health issue. And I don't know, but I haven't cried in a day, so that's good. That's progress. But yeah, it's not as hard of a transition for me as it is for some other people, maybe because I've always been like very frugal and I've always been very I can't talk today. I've always been very budget conscious and money conscious, but it's crazy. And I did get a severance. I got a severance. I negotiated the severance. I should have negotiated for more because it is not enough. Like, I'm not going to say how many weeks it was for severance, but they tax your severance. So if you ever get a severance from a company and they say it's going to be this much money in the separation agreement, it's not. They're going to tax that and then give you the rest. So it's a bunch of BS. Like, I don't think that companies should tax severance pay. They should just send you a freaking 1099 for that shit at the end of the year and then deal with it at tax time. You should not tax severance pay for people. That's messed up. So yeah, I didn't get as much as I thought I'd get. It's something, it's good, but it's not enough for the time it's going to take to find something else. Because not only am I applying for jobs in it's not even a crappy job market. It's just like semi-crappy. But I'm also applying for jobs competing with other people from major companies like tech companies and everything. I'm competing with bigwig people. And like I am senior level, I'm not entry level, I'm not anything like that, but I am competing with all these other people who look better on paper than I do. So it's even harder. It sucks. I wish I could make money selling feet pics. I wish I could make money do everything I try online. Like, nothing has happened, dude. So you know what? Subscribe to my channel, get your friends to subscribe. And if I ever start earning, I will run a contest, and I will run a contest for like $5,000. I actually should do that now, shouldn't I? Should I do a contest that says I will give $500 to the 1,000th subscriber? Maybe I should. But yeah, let's say if I get to, where am I now? Where am I with my subs now, you guys? I can't see when I'm in the live. I think I'm at like 400 something. If I get to 500, I will set up an official contest that says, if you guys get me to 1,000 subs, I will hand out $500 to the person who gets me the most referrals. Literally, I would, but not there yet. But maybe if I get to 500, I might do something like that. I might make a video announcing it. But yeah, so it's just wild. I really want to upload travel content for you guys, but right now it's just a shitty situation. Like I said, I'm still planning to go to Mexico, but if my test results come back really bad, then I won't be able to now. So we shall see. I'm putting it out in the universe that it will be good. I will get good results and nothing will be wrong. But yeah, I am kind of on a hold with the travel content for right now until further notice. I actually will have a montage video of Costa Rica. I haven't put that up yet, which is crazy to me, but stuff's been freaking crazy. So excuse my background too, by the way. I don't care anymore. I'm just this is the guest room at my family's house that I'm staying in. But yeah, I have Costa Rica footage. I'm going to put that together and I'm going to upload that at some point. But my videos now are mainly going to be like me talking to you guys. And I think you guys like that a lot more maybe than my travel content because they get more interaction. So yeah, you're going to see a lot more of me on here because I don't got no job right now. But I'm very fortunate to have even though it's small, I have a support system and I'm grateful. So, oh, do you see this? Hello, look at this face. He's a great travel buddy. If you ever have a pet who can travel with you, do it because it's fantastic. But I know I had some cat lovers on my feed. So there he is. Hello. He doesn't like being on camera, but he doesn't know he's on camera right now. But yeah, I brought him with me to Costa Rica. He was great. In the plane, he just sat there and slept. In the airport, he freaked out. He was like, I am not having this shit. Like, get away from me. There were too many people and it was too much noise. Hi, Juicy Kisses. Oh, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah, it really sucks right now. I never thought I'd be in this situation, especially because I didn't tell you guys this before, but my last job that I was at, I was the only person doing what I did. There wasn't a team of me. Like, it was just me. So I thought I was safe, right? Because they don't have anyone to fall back on if I left or if they laid me off. But apparently I was wrong. I mean, all these companies are now outsourcing everything. You know, they're greedy. They want stuff done for cheaper. And I'm like, okay, well, you're going to get lesser quality work then. Go ahead then. But that's why I tell you guys, never sacrifice your freaking life for a company, because all you are is a number to them. They don't care about you. After I got laid off, I was locked out of everything. 10 minutes later, after I got off the meeting with HR, I was locked out of everything, locked out of the email, locked out of Asana, locked out of Slack, everything, locked out, locked the fuck out. And I saw a video on Instagram of a girl who was saying that same thing, where she got laid off and they locked her out of everything 8 minutes later. I'm like, man, you guys, you cannot sacrifice your mental health or your happiness for a company ever, because they don't care about you. They care about their bottom line, and that's it, period. And it blows my mind, like the boomer generation, you know, they were very dedicated to their companies and their jobs. And I talked to my grandparents about this, and they were in that generation, right? I tell them, like, my generation is not. You know why we're not? Because we know that we are just a number. They don't care. They don't care. And you can work for a company that says they care out of their mouth, out of their butt all the time. We care about your work-life balance, blah, blah. Yeah, maybe. But then when push comes to shove and you got to let people go, you don't care. You don't care. So never take on more work than your salary permits. Never overexert yourself for a job that will let you go in a millisecond. Don't do it. Just don't do it. I didn't do it at most of my jobs. I'm a good employee. Like, I'm a good worker. I'm talented. I'm very talented at what I do. But I'm not going to sit there and take on a project that is somebody else's role. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to take on project management stuff when someone else can do it. And that's not my job description. I'm doing what's in my job description, and that's it, period. If you don't like it, then you need to freaking change your outlook on employees or being a company in general, because that's messed up. People aren't going to do it anymore. People aren't going to freaking overexert themselves anymore or sacrifice their happiness for companies, because companies are entities. That's all they are. They don't care. So anyway, another rant done. But I'm going to go because I have to keep applying for jobs. But I'm going to go. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks to the ones who tuned in for a little bit and said hi. I appreciate you all. If you're new here, I'm sorry that these new videos are kind of depressing and whatever, but that's just the state of mind and the state of life that I'm in right now. But I promise I will have more travel content up for you guys soon. I wish it could be my full-time job. I wish I could travel and just make money doing that and, you know, upload videos and exciting things, but that's not the reality right now. And maybe one day. But anyway, have a good day, guys. Love y'all. Thank you for tuning in so much. And I will catch you guys on the flip side.